I'm Lindsay Krantz, I own Stray Salon, and I am going to do a first try and review of the new Amika High Tide Waver. This is the deep waver, so it's 3. It's basically like big old school crimper, which is why I've hesitated for a while on using this, because I lived through the crimping stage the first time around and it wasn't pretty. So I'm gonna try this and show you how to use it, and I do have them at Stray Salon if you're ready for something different. So that's what I wanted to do today instead of my regular beach waves. And I just have my hair straight, and because I'm wearing natural beaded rose, I am going to curl or wave the extensions first. So I'm just separating out my top layer of natural hair and just exposing my one row. And my hair, I washed it yesterday. I prepped it with Moroccan oil, leave-in treatment, and hydrating styling cream. And then I just let it air dry, and I smoothed it a little bit yesterday with the Amika straightening brush. And so it's just clean, dry, not a lot of product on it, and we're ready to try. So I'm probably gonna start back here, because that's where the thickest, strongest hair is. It does come with a heat-proof glove, but it has a cool touch tip in the center. So I'm going to try it without the glove. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but we're gonna just give it a try. Okay, so putting that in there and just holding it. And then I'm gonna let that go and try to reconnect. Yeah, this is already what I thought it was gonna be. Reconnect here, okay. So just hold it for a minute. Let that go, there we go. This is the first time I've ever even plugged this tool in. So it usually has a little bit of protective coating and all of that, so. And just let that go. Okay, maybe if I can see the piece that I'm working on, it'll work better. So this kind of reminds me of like what your hair looks like after you take it out of sleeping in braids. So it's got a little bit more of that crimped look. So I'm just holding that, and then I'm trying to find, all right, reconnect that high point at the high point that I just curled. I don't know, guys, this is a lot. I'm having flashbacks. How did we do this back in the day? Ow, that's why you need the glove. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of it, I think. So probably the biggest thing that's gonna be a problem is if you are catching the other spot in the wrong, like if I get the high point on the low point, it's gonna make it a little straighter, but that's actually worked a lot better. So it takes a little bit, oh wow, look at that. Yeah. That looks really good actually. So what I'm gonna do is just do this one side, I think probably, and just see how it curls. And then see what it does when I put a little dry texture spray on it. So you just need to keep it away from your scalp enough because you don't want it to crimp right out of your head. Take that out. I'm sliding it in, sliding it out horizontally. And then if you kind of push it back up toward your head, you can see that curl pattern a little bit better. Okay, this is making sense. Oh, there we go. I think I might have gotten that in the wrong spot. You probably want to avoid those ends just because they're a little bit crazier. This is so fun. Oh my gosh! I kind of love it. All right, so I think this is, yes, there's some extension here and some of my hair. So I'm gonna take my hair out. It's easier if you're looking in the mirror. Slide that out. Okay, this is definitely working better. So whenever you're using a different tool or different styling technique, you definitely want to give yourself a chance to practice before like you're going somewhere and you want it to look really good, because it doesn't always work the first time. As you can see, it takes a little practice. Oh, that's so much better. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so let's pull down my hair and just see how it works on my natural hair. Oh yeah, so I can definitely take bigger sections of my hair since there's so much less of it. And that top layer, I don't want it to be all the way up there, so I'm gonna start right about there at the parietal ridge. And you definitely don't need to hold it as long on your natural hair. The extensions just have a lot more body. They have a lot more body. So they need a little bit more heat to curl, but then they'll last a really long time. I am totally digging this. Oh, that's pretty fun, huh? All right, so guys, comment below, do you think you're ready for this type of wave? Is this something that you've been doing? Is this something that you've been wanting to try? Are you reliving the glory days of the first round of the crimper? Let me know. Or are you still like diehard beach wave girl? I don't know. I think it's up in the air right now. I do think this is something really fun. Oh my gosh. I feel pretty good about this. Just one little bit left there. Okay, so not doing this side. Obviously, I'll get this out of the way. So usually when I have a curl, I will finish with some dry texture spray. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that's cute. Okay, pull that back. Okay. This is very, very cute. I think I could totally rock this. Okay, guys, let me know what you think. Do you love this deep wave? Do you like the beach wave? Do you like just a regular curl? Yeah, so far it's different, but I think I kind of love it. So I'm gonna finish up my other side and then I will upload a picture of what it's like after I'm all done. Hi guys, so I just finished using the Amika Deep Tide Waver on the other side of my hair. If you were just watching, you saw how I was kind of struggling learning how to use this iron for the first time. Now it is very reminiscent of back in the days, which I lived through the crimper days the first time around. So I wasn't sure I wanted to go with this kind of a curl because I love my beach wave. However, it actually feels pretty good. I love that it gives it such soft, springy bounce, and it just feels different when you have that kind of texture in your hair. So I'm loving that. I went ahead and I finished the other side, and what I did instead of taking it out and then trying to put it back in every time is I held on the piece, I crimped it, and then I let it go, and then I slid it down the strand, and that seemed to be a little bit easier to get things in place, but it seemed to relax the wave just a little bit more than it did on the other side. So I think why that is happening is because the heat from the iron is still softening the hair that it just curled and kind of smoothing it out a little bit. So if you want a little bit more of a defined curl, I would go with crimping, pulling it out, sliding down, and then putting it back in. It's easier when you're looking in the mirror in front of you and not trying to do it in like a phone. So I know we use our phone as cameras, or our phone as mirrors a lot. Use it in a real mirror instead of looking in the camera. It's a lot easier to do. And then I just pulled a little piece back here with a pin, just because I don't necessarily want it all like this with the center part. So depending on how you're wearing your hair, you might want to start that wave down just a little bit lower. I started at the parietal ridge, which is this point right here. And then you can just kind of pull this back. It just gives it a little bit more relaxed look, and it's actually really cute. So if you just pull these two pieces back and put a little pin, It's super cute. And then it just has that pulled back kind of soft look, which I actually really like. So I also tried it with a headscarf, which I will share a picture of that in a little bit, just to show you that it is pretty versatile. Now I'm wearing a little bit more of like a 70s kind of vibe outfit, so I really think it goes super well with that kind of style today, but I think it's going to be pretty versatile. And if you're going to wear your hair up or in like a soft loose style, it's going to give you great texture, and it's going to help hold on to wearing it up and all of that kind of stuff. I think it's super, super cute, and I'm actually digging it. So the Amika Deep Waver, High Tide Deep Waver. I do have these for sale at Strand Salon, so if you're ready to try it, we can try it in my chair, and then you can take one home with you and recreate the styles anytime you want. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you need anything, comment below and let me know what I can show you on my next video. Bye, guys.